What is up, Finn fans? Literally just got home from work. Unfortunately, I have to work a 10 to 5 job. I wish this was my full-time job. Oh, when that day comes, oh, you're gonna get videos as soon as things break. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So I literally just got home. It is now 6:15, and I am now home, and I'm making this video for you guys. A lot of things happened today. You would think that us as Dolphin fans, we'd be able to take a breath, take a step back, take a breath, be able to enjoy that fantastic win against the New England Patriots yesterday. It was fantastic. Side note, I did wear this hoodie to work. I got my work polo on underneath it. I wore this hoodie to work. I was super proud of my team from last night. But you think we could enjoy this win, but no. As Dolphin fans, we can't. And I say that not because of the other stuff I'm going to talk about, but because of Xavien Howard's situation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about Xavien Howard first, him being arrested for domestic violence. And then I got notes. I took notes at work. I got notes here. And then the Dolphins fired 3 of their coaches. I'm going to talk about that. Lots to talk about, and it's coming straight from the phone. So the quality doesn't look as good as my other videos. It's coming straight from the phone because I need to get you guys this information ASAP. Because again, I wish this was, one day. That's my 2020 resolution to myself. Get back into shape and make this my career. I'm gonna fight hard for you guys. So let's talk about first Xavien Howard, because this happened first. Unfortunately, he was arrested for domestic battery charges. Before I jump into any of the what happened, the scenario, this, and that, do not touch, stop, don't touch women. Stop. What's wrong? Stop. Him, Mark Walton, like, no, I don't care. I don't care what happened. I don't care what they did. Walk away. So let's break it down. Let's talk about it. There was argument over a purse. Apparently, purchase was too high or whatever. Something happened. Grabbed her by her arm. And then when he let her go hard. She tripped over his crutches, got some marks on her. He was arrested. I watched the court video, which was posted on Twitter. He refused an attorney. I guess, again, I'm not going to come to judgment before I talk about this more legal. You got to let the legality of everything go through, but still, don't touch women. He was released on a $3,000 bond. He is now officially out of jail. They asked Brian Flores, him and Chris Greer had a press conference today. They asked him what he thought of the situation. He says, we take situations like that very, very serious. It's unfortunate. How does it impact us? It does impact us. We'll gather all the info and do what we feel is best for the organization. It does impact them because the NFL has cut down on domestic violence after the Ray Rice situation, so you know for a fact. I don't know for a fact. I'm not saying this is guaranteed. But you know they're most likely going to suspend him for 2 games. That will affect the team. His suspension, and again, I'm not saying I want this, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if they decided to cut him, the fact that he will be suspended voids his guaranteed money. If I'm correct. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm totally down to be correct if I'm wrong. But his guaranteed money will be voided because of the suspension, and essentially they can cut him and not have to pay him anything. Will they? I don't know. Do I want it to happen? Personally, it bothers me. I'm mad at Xavien Howard right now because Xavien Howard, when the man's on the field, when the man does his thing, he is dangerous. He is a top 5 corner. He is amazing. But the stigma that's around him right now is the stigma that Devontae Parker has had, which essentially is, you're injury prone, my dude. You can't stay on the field. Side note, I think if the Dolphins were 0-7 and they were fighting for something at the point he got injured, I don't think he would have went to IR. I think the scope on his knee was more precautionary than necessary. But back to, he's injury prone. He hasn't played a full season. So me personally, I like Xavien Howard. I want Xavien Howard to have a season like Devontae Parker had today, this year. Again, huge video planned for you guys tomorrow, breaking down the 2019 season. And showing everyone what he can do when he's healthy. But now, not only do you have the stigma of being injury prone, but now you have this behind your name. You need to use your head. That's Brian Flores' thing. Like, a lot of people want to know what's going to happen. Is he going to be traded? Is he going to be cut? I don't know. Brian Flores keeps a lot of things tight to his chest, like these coach firings. No one saw this coming. All of a sudden, It happened, like literally, what, an hour ago it broke, or an hour and a half ago? It's like I said, it's like 6:15. So I don't know what he's going to do, but Brian Flores is a no-nonsense type head coach. You saw what he can do with a team. You saw what he could do with the discipline. You saw how he could beat 2 division champions. So I don't know. I honestly don't know what's going to happen, but I do think he'll be suspended, and I hope he stays on the Dolphins. But if he doesn't, he doesn't. If he does, he does. At this point, as a fan, you can't really control what happens. You can voice your opinion about it, but you can't really control it. Let's talk about the other thing that happened literally about an hour ago. The Miami Dolphins have fired 3 of their coaches. One, safety coach Tony Auden. Dave Googly Eyes or Googly Mo, he was released. And the other one, the Dolphins have fired Chad O'Shea. Now, with safety Tony Auden, I don't really know why they released him, but he's a secondary coach. They might think, oh, we could bring somebody better in, or they didn't like the way he was doing his things. Dave Googly Mo, they wanted to give him a contract. They wanted to keep him around, but he kind of decided he wanted to move on his own, so they need to bring a new O-line coach. He was working with garbage, I will say that. The offensive line was hot garbage, so there's not much he could do, but he decided to move on. But Chad O'Shea is where it gets very, 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 very interesting. They fired Chad O'Shea, and what I'm hearing is there was tension between Chad O'Shea and the rest of the Dolphins coaching staff, preferably Chris Greer and Brian Flores, about the Fitz versus Rosen situation. Whether it's he wanted Fitz to play more, or whether he didn't want Fitz to play more and he wanted Rosen to play more, whether it was he didn't want to trade for Rosen to begin with. I'm feeling that might be the situation where Chad O'Shea probably didn't want to trade for Rosen in the first place, but then they did, or he did. We don't know exactly whose side is what, but apparently there was a tension between him and the coaching staff and the front office about the quarterback situation, and they must have a different mindset and a different vision about the quarterback scenario. So now Chad O'Shea's out, and now everyone wants to know, well, who's the new offensive coordinator going to be? There's been names thrown out there. There's been some speculation. Like one person says the fact that Josh McDaniels potentially is going to work with Cleveland, the Giants. He's going to get a head coaching job. Maybe we saw what happened with the Indianapolis Colts. That maybe now Chad O'Shea will go back to the Patriots and become their OC. I don't know. But the one person I will say, and this guy, no one has been talking about him for a hot minute. He's been gone. He has a Super Bowl ring on his finger from being an offensive coordinator, and he's part of this organization already, but no one has talked about him because he's been dealing with his health. Jim Caldwell. I am predicting, this might not be like Doug's Nostradamus. I'm predicting Jim Caldwell is going to be the Miami Dolphins' new offensive coordinator. I feel like he took his year away. He got his health back under control, and he got it back to 100%. He's going to be the new Dolphins offensive coordinator. And I think the fact that Flores and Caldwell have been in constant communication throughout all season, Caldwell was probably like, I'm ready, baby. I'm ready to come back, baby girl. And he was like, all right, well, because Chad's pissing me off right now. So, Chad, you're out. Jim, you're in. So that's as of right now. I don't know what's going to happen. As of me recording this video, nothing has broke. Again, tomorrow I got a huge video planned for you guys about breaking down the 2019 season. If more news comes out, you will get the news in that video. But I'm going to be recording that tonight, so hopefully nothing breaks because I'm recording it tonight, uploading it for tomorrow. So hopefully nothing breaks. Hopefully it stays stagnant until I get a chance to record if something does happen. But like I said, today, very crazy day for the Dolphins. We didn't get to really enjoy that Patriot game, but good, because it's time to move forward. It's time to start building this team, building this franchise. This is it, guys. This is the season. The offseason for the Dolphins literally just started, and it's a whirlwind with 3 coach firings. You think this is the tip of the iceberg? Once free agency comes, once the draft comes, once everything comes, it's going to be crazy town. So be sure to subscribe. Be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to stick around. I got so many videos for you planned. Like I said, I got tomorrow's special 2019 video. In that video, I'm not going to be talking about the surprises and letdowns of the team. That is going to be its own video. I got draft prospects videos, live streams. I'm going to live stream some of the playoff games. I got a lot planned for you guys. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Also, follow me on Twitter. Like I said, I was at work all day today. Unfortunately, like I said, this hasn't become my full-time job yet. So I was at work all day and I was tweeting out as things were breaking, like the Xavien Howard situation, all that stuff. So be sure to follow me on Twitter. Also check out Sportscasters, DolphinTalk.com. 2 very great sites. Young Mail put a great Devontae Parker highlight video out, so be sure to go check him out as well. But like I said, I got a huge video planned for you today, and 3 coaches fired: Chad O'Shea, Dave Guglielmo, Tony Oden, the safety coach, potential Jim Caldwell as the offensive coordinator, and unfortunately Xavien Howard was arrested on domestic battery charges. Hopefully we'll see what happens with that sooner rather than later. Flores sounds disappointed, but I'm pretty sure we're all disappointed, all of us Xavien Howard fans that wanted to see him succeed just like Devontae Parker. Hopefully he can bounce back from this and show that he learned. But other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow with my preview of my breakdown of the 2019 Miami Dolphins season. It's going to be a cool video. I've been doing notes. I got a ton of notes in this notebook. I'll show you this side. You can kind of see the notes in here. I don't want to give it away. I've been taking notes, stats, all that stuff. I got a lot I want to talk about, but other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. But be sure, before I jump out of here, comment below. Let me know what you guys think of the firings. Let me know what you think of potentially Jim Caldwell becoming the head coach. The offense coordinator. Let me know what you think of Xavien Howard. Comment below. Let me know. Now I'm going to say it. Like usual, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay classy and fins up.